morning to you. This is Kakaaki Social. I'm Obozeghie. Welcome to Friday's edition. Now, if you were expecting to have the document of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu from the Chicago State University yesterday, going by the 48 hours deadline issued by the court, you didn't get to see them because Tinubu filed an emergency appeal to stop the execution of that order. A federal high court in Chicago had ruled on Tuesday that the state university provides Atiku Abubakar with all the records of President Tinubu after he justified his need for them. The school administrators were also expected to do that under an oath with Tuesday's or Thursday's deadline, which was yesterday. Apparently, Tinubu doesn't seem to appreciate the idea of having his records with the school public and then went ahead to file an emergency motion requesting a higher judge to reconsider the September 19 ruling, citing errors in the judgment. How did this go down yesterday? No case, the teacher says. How was he admitted into Chicago State University? Was it through the back door? What is it about this academic record that you don't want Nigerians to know? If you want to keep everything about you private, then you cannot serve the public. Also in reaction, Daniel says the U.S. court should order Chicago University to release Tinubu's result. That's the best thing for Nigerians. Tinubu can't promise transparency, but do otherwise when it comes to his personal life. That's not how it works. Besides, a clear conscience fears no accusation. 100 Hot says U.S. may listen to his prayers. Those guys are also politically corrupt. And final reaction to this is coming in from Godwin, who says, well, Atiku should just know this. Atiku, you have been retired from politics. It's a South turn and there is nothing whatsoever you can do about it. You were one of those that frustrated Jonathan and pushed for power to return to the North. So, rest. Okay, so he's asking to, at least by Monday, September 25, the document should not be released until that time, at least. Away from that, Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu made history on Wednesday to become the first African president to ring the closing bell at the National Association of Securities Dealers Automatic Quotation System, NASDAQ. Now, yes, Tinubu is the first. What his predecessor, Goodluck Jonathan, did in 2013 was at the New York Stock Exchange, that's NYSE. This is NASDAQ. And I had to say that because of the argument of social media that Tinubu isn't the first. Well, that's by the way. When President Tinubu was done ringing the bell, he made sure to woo foreign investors to feel safe to bring their money to Nigeria, as the economic policies is put in place will ensure they thrive in the country.
It's a great honor for me to be here. I am happy to bring Nigeria to your doorsteps and honored that we are here today with a bubbling market that we evolve West Africa's sub-region. The greatest economy is Nigeria. There's an immense opportunity in Nigeria that you can invest your money without fear. We've removed a lot of bottlenecks. We've cleared the oil subsidy that is corrupt, and we have also retooled the exchange rate to a reliable, dependable, one-figure floating of the exchange naira. You are free to take in your money and bring out your money. I count on you to invest in Nigeria. Take confidence in you.
Okay, Mr. President selling us there. Ibironke says, if you're still hating on this man, the joke is on you. I want a working Nigeria, a prosperous country that will work for the good of all in various ways. He's putting in the work to get us through. He's marketing us to the world. It's time for you and I to do our bits. Be a good ambassador for Nigeria. Promote her positively and contribute to your quota. God bless my motherland, Nigeria. Also in reaction, Azai says, wow, I admire Tinubu's effort. I'm not his biggest fan, but this is commendable. It appears we have a president that will be present and involved, unlike the past 8 years. Well, on the other side of the table, Nelson says local investors are not surviving in the harsh economic recession. Is it the foreign investor that will survive? When the country's local economy is working, you don't need to lobby foreign investors. And also reacting is Bimsi, who says, how can they invest here? Our economy is not business friendly. It is very volatile and unstable. Insecurity is another issue on one side. Bad roads, unko. Electricity, unko. Abeg shift. If we want to make our country their best choice out of other countries, we need to work a lot. So someone actually said yesterday that is the ringing of the bell, did it make $1 become 180 of, I don't know, but we leave it at that. To go to Edo State now, where the Deputy Governor, Philip Shaibu, has apologized to his principal, Godwin Obaseki, after a series of drama, and he's asked that they prioritize the development of the state. He claims he's a loyal servant and hopes their relationship is restored soon.
I am a loyal servant. There's nothing that has changed, and I can only wish that that relationship that we have, I pray, I know in the next few days and weeks it will come back. I'm missing my governor really, but by the grace of God, I know God will touch the governor's heart and touch all of us, and even those that are trying to be in between, God will touch them to know that I mean well. If there's any mistake that I have made as human, it's just human. It's not out of maybe wickedness, because I'm not wicked. I have a very clean heart, and I will use the medium too to appeal to Mr. Governor. If there's anything that I don't know that I've done, please forgive me, so that we...
Okay, and even those in between, we like to blame third parties a lot. Well, that's not my business. Boyer says treachery can get you a position, money, influence, spouse, child, but a treacherous person doesn't end well. Shaibu has no shield again, apart from Obaseki, and he's burnt the hand that brought him to limelight. I will be surprised if Obaseki forgives you. I will be very surprised. Also in reaction is Caesar, who says, you didn't know that the governor has means to frustrate you. Learn how to be loyal to your boss. Also in reaction is Ayinla, who says it is only in Nigeria that the deputy governors must always dance to the tunes of their governors. Is this democracy? Oh, well, democracy, our constitution says. But there are questions whether this apology will flip the script, to our final story. The candlelight procession organized in honor of singer Ile Rioluwa Aloba, better known as Mohbad, in the Lekki Phase 1 area of Lagos State was marred after police allegedly dispersed mourners with tear gas. In one of the many videos from the event, which doubled as tribute concert to have only his songs played, a man dressed in police uniform just before the incident was advising the justice seekers to go home if they love the deceased.
Nigeria springing out from different parts of the ghetto, different backgrounds, and most of all, every part of the world that love his music and are willing to chase their dream to the fullest. What failed me, still at the critical moment, knowing the pain he must have encountered silently during his lifetime here on earth.
All right, let's have the next video now to see how it all went down yesterday at the venue.
Please, if you love the mother.
We came for a peaceful protest. Guys, see my face. This guy's literally threw tear gas on us.
I'm gonna take gas, they shoot like guys. See, this thing is becoming. See, as people the road. See.
Don't touch your eyes, so don't touch your eyes.
Don't touch your eyes, so.
Don't touch your eyes, so.
Jesus! Jesus!
Okay, so that was the incident yesterday. Just two reactions to this, because someone was asking if the police made the announcement for them to leave, why then were they still there? And this user says, how many people did this message reach? Be honest to yourselves. With how big the crowd was, can you really call this an announcement? How many people heard this plea? Can you really say that this plea from these pleas got to even 2% of the crowd? You all be for real. And finally, your favorite, I think the Glory Boys, it says, I sincerely wish Nigeria doesn't fail him in death, the same way everyone he associated himself with did. Nobody is to be trusted again. Well, at 4 a.m. this morning, I was hoping to see whether the police would deny or give an explanation to this, but I didn't see anything on Ben Hudai's page and then the official Nigeria police account on Twitter. But his exhumation and autopsy were done yesterday with awaiting result according to the Nigeria Police Force. So that's everything on Kakaaki Social this morning. And of course, this week, I'll see you again on Monday. Good morning, ladies.
And thank you so much for that. But for me, I'll just say that you can't tear gas people's hearts off the social media. Whether you like it or not, the world has stood up for Mohbad. And I think that he will be even...